Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Gursimran Kaur, your maths teacher. Please like, subscribe and share my channel if you find this video useful. In this video, we will do the introduction part of exercise 1.5 of NCERT book, that is operations on real numbers. Firstly, there are some questions in the exercise to identify rational numbers and irrational numbers. For that, we need to learn the concept first. Here is the concept. If we want to identify rational numbers and irrational numbers, the things are for rational numbers. Who are rational numbers? First, terminating decimal expansions, that decimal expansions that are ending, that comes under rational number. Second point, non-terminating repeating decimal expansions which are not ending but repeating after certain intervals, that bar expansions, that come under rational numbers. And coming on to irrational numbers, here non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansions come under irrational numbers. Second point, root m. Any number in the root is irrational if m is a positive integer and not a perfect square. What do you mean by not a perfect square? In which pairing is not possible in the root. For example, root 2. I can't split 2. Here 3. If I do the factorization of 3, I can't split 3. 5. So these are numbers under root are irrational numbers. Similarly, for rational numbers, if the pairing can be done, like root 4, I can do the pairing by factorization. I took 4, then doing the factorization at 2, I got 2, फिर again at 2, this is 1. Now root 4 is equal to, I can split 4 into 2 cross 2. So when we multiply 2 times a number in the root, it comes outside. So 2 came outside. Pairing is possible by factorization. So these kind of roots come under rational numbers. So this was the concept to differentiate rational numbers and irrational numbers. Now in that exercise we have questions on operations on real numbers. What are real numbers? Rational and irrational numbers collection are real numbers. So firstly we will discuss all the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in all the cases. First case is rational numbers. If I add two rational numbers, it is always a rational number. For example, 3 plus 5. 3 is a rational number, 5 is a rational number, it gives 8, which is a rational number. Similarly, r minus r. Rational minus rational is equal to rational. For example, you can take any examples. I have shown 1. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. If I multiply rational by rational, then it is also rational. 2 multiply 5 is equal to 10. Rational divided by rational is always rational. For example, 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2.5, which is a terminating number. So it is a rational. So if we add, subtract, multiply or divide rational numbers, we always get rational. But in case of irrational numbers, both the cases are possible. Let us take, for example, irrational plus irrational can give irrational number also and rational number also. Here both cases are possible. For example, root 3 is an irrational number. If I add 2 root 3 to this, then it becomes 3 root 2. 3 root 3, which is also an irrational number. Here, if I add a negative number to a positive number, it gives 0 plus minus because becomes minus the root 3 minus root 3 is equal to 0. So 0 is a rational number. Similarly, subtracting, I have irrational answer also and rational answer also. 3 root 2 minus root 2 is equal to 2 root 2, which is irrational. And if I subtract 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0, which is rational, because 0.1 can be written in p by q form. So next, multiplication also I have both the cases. 3 root 2 multiply root 2 is equal to 3 cross 2. Why 2? I have written root 2 into root 2. This is a formula that when we multiply these root a into root a, it gives a. So this is 2. 3 cross 2 is equal to 6. So next, 3 root 2 multiply root 3 is equal to 3 cross 2 cross 3. This root 2 and 3 comes under this because these are both under roots and these can't be split anymore further. So this becomes root 6. These multiplication of roots I have written later on the formulas of these. Dividing also, if I divide two irrational numbers, I have taken 3 root 2 divided by root 3. So it comes under one root. It can't be split. This is also irrational number. If there is a 3 root 2 divided by root 2 and root 2 cancels. So it becomes only 3, which is rational number. So third part is that one rational number and one irrational number. What we do, if I take a rational number 2 and irrational number root 3. I have taken it for an example. If I add these, it becomes irrational. Why? Because root 3 is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion. We all know. So if we add anything to non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion, it is always non-terminating, non-repeating answer. So this is irrational. Similarly, here also if I subtract a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion from 2, it will always be irrational. If I multiply rational to irrational, it is always irrational. And also if I divide rational by irrational or irrational by irrational, it is always irrational. These things will be used in the questions. In the next video, I will discuss all the questions. You will be clear about these concepts. Now some formulas that will be used in this exercise you need to learn. First, if I multiply root a into root a, I can write it as a to the power 1 by 2 multiply a to the power 1 by 2 and adding the powers a, adding 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to a to the power 1, which is can be written as a. So this is the formula that root a square is equal to a. Now second part, if there is a and b, then we can split it like this. Now third part, if there is we are dividing a by b under the root, it can be written like this. Now fourth, this is simple like that we were doing in earlier classes, a plus b and a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. This formula is also can be used in root cases also. Here root a can be taken as in at the position of a, root b can be taken at the position of b. So doing this and applying this formula, it becomes a minus b. You can directly learn this formula or apply this formula to obtain its answer. Similarly, next, if I add a plus b square or a minus b square, I have written it collectively a square plus b square plus minus 2ab comes in the answer. So here also root a plus root b whole square is equal to root a square plus root b square plus 2 root a multiply root b, which can be written as root a b, right? This can be taken as minus also and plus also, whatever will be given in the question. Now the third thing that we need to discuss in this exercise is rationalization of the denominator. Rationalization is an important concept. Why? Because it makes the denominator rational. It removes the irrational parts from the denominator. You need to learn 3 formulas here. If there is under root a form question, so we multiply and divide by under root a. If there is a question where I have given 1 by a plus root b or 1 by a minus root b. Then we take the opposite sign and multiply and divide the same numbers by but opposite sign. For example, I have written it collectively here and here separately. If there is 1 upon a plus root b which is equal to 1 upon a plus root b, then I will multiply and divide by a minus root b, opposite sign. And if there is minus, then I will multiply and divide by plus. So similarly, this is a similar formula, but the difference is that I have taken root a here instead of a. This can be solved like this only. Now the questions will be I will discuss in the second video. Thank you viewers for watching this video.